Hey everybody, I'm Scott Wikle. You're listening to My Kind of Country, a very special Christmas program right here on Fish Creek Radio. I've got a gentleman with me tonight who wrote a what I call a classic Christmas song back in 1965. And through the miracles of modern technology and the internet, it has become a hit all over again. And we're very happy to have him with us tonight, and we're going to play the song for you. It's my honor to welcome not only him, but his son, Johnny Gondesen, Jr. and Senior, with me here tonight. Gentlemen, how are you?
I'm doing just great, Scott.
Yeah, we're doing great, Scott.
Well,
thanks for having us on.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you. And Johnny, tell me about this song. You wrote this in 1965, is that right?
Yes, sir. 1965. I was going down the highway heading towards Houston with my two girls, my wife, and they had a lot of real Christmas trees at that time. And every time the girls would see one of these Christmas tree lots with all the lights around it and the tents and things, they would point to it and they would say, ho, 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 ho. And to them, that meant Santa Claus, you know. And that kind of got in my head. And when I got home that night, I sat down and I wrote the song. I stayed up to about 3 in the morning, and I got the lyrics to it. And then the next morning, I got up and I put the music to it, and that's where it came from.
So had you ever written a song before, or was this the first time?
Oh, I've written several songs, but they never really meant anything. Never went nowhere.
I understand. So, were you involved in music? You're from Texas, right?
Yes, sir.
Were you involved in playing music down there?
Yes, sir. I was in a country band there for about, from 1962 until 1987, I think it was. And I was in a 5-piece country band, and when they found out that I had this song and everything, and I played it for them, they said, well, why don't we, record it? And the fellow that was fronting our band, he had a real nice, real recorder. Mm-hmm. And we put these different players in different rooms of the house, and we recorded it. And it turned out pretty good. And then a few years later, we had a chance to go into the studio, and we made it digitally recorded, and we enhanced it a little bit, and it was a lot better recording of it.
Sure.
That's where it is now.
So at the time you recorded this, did you release it, or did you what did you do with the song?
I tried to release it, and I didn't really have any luck with it. I think they only pressed about maybe 50 records or so. I don't really remember. It's been a long time ago. But there's only a few of the records left, and I have a few of them. But I understand people have been telling me that they've had a copy of it, and it might be some of the ones that I gave away.
Well, they're collector's items now, right?
Well, yeah, they will be, I guess, in years to come.
Yeah, absolutely. So Johnny Jr.
Back in the day when Dad originally released the song, FM radio really wasn't a thing, and of course the internet wasn't around. And so he would take the record around to the different AM radio stations down in Galveston, Texas, where we lived. And at the time they weren't really interested in Dad's song. So back in the day, you'd go from radio station with your record, trying to get them to play it. So it's a lot different now with all the different mediums that are out there, and being able to promote it through social media and have people hear it digitally is amazing.
Absolutely. Now you put this song on YouTube, and it looks to me like it became a huge sensation.
Well, Dad wanted to do a video. Well, first off, Dad wanted to put the song out on iTunes, and so we helped him and got that put out there. Goodness, it's been about 8 years ago now. And then he said, I want to do a YouTube video. So the video that you see out there is actually Dad in the Santa suit. Dad has been one of Santa's helpers for the last 50-plus years wearing the exact same suit, believe it or not.
Wow.
And he put on the same Santa suit, and he danced around the tree and sang to the song, and I recorded it and made the track up underneath it, so it was nice, and we put it out there. And over the course of, 4 or 5 years, we had a little less than 1,000 views on the video. And since the original story aired on the local news here in Houston, goodness, Dad, we're over 26,000 views now or something like that?
26,664 right now.
Wow.
Yeah, 26,664. So the YouTube videos have definitely taken off since this got out there.
Well, that's fabulous. I'm glad to hear that. Well, Johnny, the song, it really, it's a very nostalgic song. And what I mean by that is, as I was growing up, I loved Christmas, and I still do. And it's changed a lot over the years, but it's really nice and refreshing to hear a song that kind of takes you back to those old times when you were a kid and that magic of Christmas. And what was your frame of mind as you were writing the song?
I was writing the song for my 2 girls, and they were like 5 and 6 years old. And I was just thinking of the things that they would like to hear in a song, like a sack full of toys, and they whisper in my ear, and I'm dancing around the Christmas tree, and that's all the things that they would be thinking about.
Sure, absolutely. Every kid does it, especially at that age, no doubt about it. So Johnny Jr., as you were growing up, listening to this song, did it kind of become a tradition for you?
Oh my goodness! This song has been involved in my entire life. My sisters are older than I am, so I was not around when the song was originally written, but it's definitely been a staple in our family and our circle of friends. I've had friends that since this happened, my dad kind of alluded to it a minute ago, I've had friends posting on social media and I remember listening to this on my Barbie record player. So people remember it. It's been a part of my life. It's been a part of a lot of our family and friends' lives for many, many years. And it's very, it's both amazing and humbling at the same time to see the type of response that Dad's song is finally getting, because like you said, it is a nostalgic song that kind of takes you back to a simpler time and a happier time, and we could all use that, and I'm excited for Dad that the whole world's getting to share the song that we've always shared and treasured in our family.
That's really great. As technology rolls on and stations like what we're doing with internet, we have so many requests to play, all the traditional older songs and the older country artists, and people are really, there's a whole new audience that is discovering this music. And I've always said great music has no expiration date. And you mentioned the vinyl records. Maybe you should print up some more 45s, because vinyl seems to be back in vogue again, and people have got record players again.
It's actually funny. One of the comments that we had out on YouTube, there was a gentleman that was saying he could reprint vinyl. So you never know. You never know.
You never know. That's for sure. That's for sure. So, Johnny Sr., are you still playing music and performing?
Yes, sir. I still perform, but I do it by myself. I'm like a one-man band. Uh-huh. I have the background music, something like karaoke, I guess, but I play the keyboard, and I do the singing, and I have a lot of equipment. And I play for my church. I'm in the Knights of Columbus, and we have fish fries during Lent, and I play for like 6 nights and like 1,500 people every night. And I play for the festivals the church has and stuff like this, and that's enough for me.
Well, that's great. I think that's fabulous. Well, folks, I want to let you know that you can visit Amazon.com and you can download the song. It's called Christmas is Here. It's Johnny Gondesen, and we will have that information on our Facebook page, and we are going to play that song for you right now. And I'd like to thank you both for taking time to be on My Kind of Country, and I want to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Scott. I appreciate you having us on. I appreciate you supporting Dad, and I want to wish all your listeners a Merry Christmas as well.
And I would like to wish everyone in the United States and all around the world a very Merry Christmas.
All right. Johnny Gondesen, Christmas is here. We're going to play it for you right now. Folks, let us know what you think of this great song on our Facebook page, all right? Thanks again for being on My Kind of Country. Here is Christmas is Here.
Ho, 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 hee, 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 coming down the chimney with a sack full of toys for girls and boys to find on Christmas morning. I've worked all year to bring them cheer. I can't believe that Christmas is here. Ho, 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 hee, 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 coming down the chimney with a sack full of toys for girls and boys to find on Christmas morning. Children whisper in my ear and tell me what to bring each year. Oh, 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 hee, 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 coming down the chimney with the sack full of toys for girls and boys to find on Christmas morning. I'm dancing around the Christmas tree, my bells are jingling merrily. Oh, 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 hee, 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 coming down the chimney with a sack full of toys for girls and boys to find on Christmas morning.